It's a shame I forgot to bring any buns for the salmon burgers here. Guess I'll just eat it like a steak or a salmon fillet. It's getting quite chilly. It's not quite as windy as I thought it would be. Actually, the air was dead calm when I first got here, but I can feel the cold air filtering in, and every now and then the wind picks up and then it dies off. Pretty good just on its own. campsite. Definitely gonna have to remember this. I highly suggest, if you get the primitive campsite here at Barefoot, definitely get one that's in the upper 30s. In particular, that was campsite 36. Highly recommend. So from here, I think I'm gonna pick up on the Chisholm Trail Byway, at least as close as I can get to it from here. It starts just north of Burnett, I believe. We'll see where we go from there. Although the Chisholm Trail Byway, which is a route that is outlined in the app called OnX Offroad, doesn't exactly follow the original Chisholm Trail, it does loosely follow the path that was once used by ranchers and cowboys to drive cattle overland from Texas to Kansas, where the cattle would be sold and shipped to places in the eastern United States. The trail is named after Jesse Chisholm, a man of Scottish and Cherokee descent, who was a trader, guide, and interpreter who helped establish the original wagon road that was used for these great cattle drives. The cattlemen who ran these drives faced many challenges, including crossing of rivers, canyons, and badlands, the possibility of stampeding cattle, and even occasional conflicts with Native Americans. Well, they got quite the conversation going over there. Very scenic. This is what I think of when I think of Texas, like stereotypical Texas. It reminds you of, like South Fork Ranch, flat open prairie, but you also have chaparral and juniper trees and other it's a mix of terrains, really. You can kind of tell this has left the hill country and is more kind of a mix between the Blackland Prairie of the kind of central East Texas and maybe the flatter plains. I don't know. It's a cool trail. I mean, there's nothing remotely difficult other than you're pretty remote. So I'm gonna keep pressing forward here. I just gassed up in the town of Hamilton and continuing on the Chisholm Trail Byway. Actually not too far from where I want to camp tonight. Well, here we are, guys, on our way down to a low of about upper teens. It's currently around 27 degrees, just after like 8 p.m. Well, the fact that there's no wind and that I have this fire in front of me makes it somewhat tolerable. Actually, more than tolerable. Well, it sure is nice and cozy in here. Thanks to the buddy heater. What the heck is that? Whew. An very icy morning. The temperature is hovering right around 20 degrees. Two of my water containers are frozen, the Rotopacks and the Aquatainer. I think I'm just gonna quickly pack up camp and make my way out of here, but I wanted some hot coffee. I could have just drank some of my cold coffee I have, but That was an awesome little hike. About a mile and a half. Nothing too strenuous, but enough to get the heart rate flowing. So, all right, well, let's head on out of here. Well, the trails today have been mostly paved, but then again, this part of the Chisholm Trail Byway is getting closer to civilization, I guess, or I guess they decided to pave a lot of these, what would normally be just dirt roads. But still incredibly scenic. Just recently crossed the Brazos River, and we're going to get close to it again here. That's one of the two major rivers that the Chisholm Trail crosses. There's the Colorado, which is close to where I stayed the first night, and the Brazos. Phone's GPS is delayed. It always shows me way behind where I actually am. All right, this is pretty cool. The first Chisholm Trail route marker that I've come across here at this junction. This one was actually on Google. So even though this doesn't exactly traverse the exact Chisholm Trail, it is kind of cool that it vaguely follows that route, and you know, such a route with such history as the Chisholm Trail is pretty cool. Well, this is where the trail ends you up. The Buddy Stewart State Park, just west of Claiborne, Texas. It's a very beautiful park. I think I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. Hope you enjoyed coming along for the Chisholm Trail Byway in Central Texas overlanding in cold weather. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified of the next motoring adventure. And we'll see you next time. Take care.